Well, this is a great find. I've been after one of these for years and years and years. They don't come up on eBay very often. And I was very lucky with this one. I got it for a great price. And the chap, Dave, who I bought it from, did an absolutely brilliant job of packing it up. So thank you, Dave. A superb job. It was completely undamaged when it got here. Certainly, you know, not through the posting. So what is it? Well, this is a Toy Town Flyer from the 1940s. These steam engines were made by the Dixon's plastic company for Selfridges department store. And I'm going to make a shout out here to my friend Mike Stacey and his brilliant website, which I'll put a link to in the description for this information. He has one of these in his collection, and I don't know where he found out the information, but he did. And thanks to him, I'm actually able to know a little bit about this. So, as you can see, it has a small problem. The cylinder has come away from the cylinder mount, and it just needs resoldering basically. Other than that, it's fine, it's complete. The flywheel turns. I believe that's the original burner. The boiler's a little bit rusty, but I'm fairly certain that we can sort that out without too much trouble. Let me stop it here, and we'll just have a quick look at the, there we go, cylinder. So there you go. So you can see that this is the cylinder mount, and obviously the piston, the cylinder rather, should be on there. It's the other way around actually. Goes that way around. But yeah, that should be on there like that. So that's a fairly easy fix. That's not going to be a problem at all. But it's in very good condition generally. I mean, there is a little bit of rust on the base, but not really a lot. I'm not going to touch the base or the firebox. It's all fine. I'm just going to try and clean up the boiler and the filler screw and obviously the pipe work. But other than that, no, it's in excellent condition. Okay, well, there's the Toy Town Flyer all back together again. A fairly simple job to reattach the cylinder to the cylinder plate. I have run it on air and it runs fine on air, so all we've got to do now is steam the thing. A couple of interesting points though. Now I've got it cleaned up. It's a very unusual construction. There's very little brass involved in the manufacture of this engine. The boiler, this is all steel. That is actually, it may appear copper in the in the video, that is actually a steel pipe. So there is very, very little brass on this engine. Now, it could simply be the fact that these were made in the 1940s. I don't know which part of the 1940s, but you know, those were beginning of the 1940s was, you know, the war years. So I expect metals like brass were probably in short supply. That might have something to do with the construction methods that were used in this, but anyway, there it is. It's such a simplistic design, but I love it. I really love this. So let's see if it will run on steam. We've got steam. Will it run? This is the question. There's quite a bit of steam leaking out of around the top there. I think possibly what's happening is, oh no, oh, it's very much trying. This needs to be lapped in, I think. It's just not really, it's leaking too much, I think, basically. So it runs for a little bit, but then it just, the burner can't maintain pressure. Oh, I'm speaking too soon. We're off. The Toy Town Flyer is actually running. Now it has a very small boiler capacity, so obviously, and also the burner holds hardly any mess, but definitely working. Look at that. Oh, I'm so pleased about that. I really didn't think it was going to run because I just didn't think it's leaking too much steam and the burner's not making enough heat and all the usual things. But no, that is definitely working. No doubt about that at all. There we go. The Toy Town Flyer running under its own steam. Excellent stuff. Well, that's probably got to be one of the quickest little partial restores that I've done. As I said, I didn't do anything to the firebox or the base. You know. Something else you'll have noticed is that this engine doesn't have a safety valve. Now, what I imagine they have done is there's very little spring pressure holding the cylinder to the cylinder mount. So I'm assuming they're relying on, if it goes over pressure, it will simply lift off of the face and it will vent steam that way. But no, looking nice. So there you go. Dixon's Plastics Toy Town Flyer, manufactured for Selfridges department store in the 1940s. And here we are today in 2021 and it's still running. Excellent stuff. Okay, that'll be about wraps it up for the Toy Town Flyer. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.